I just thought while I'm here, and I'm going to redo this, I'm trying to think how you can see how much is in there. It's gonna see, I'm just going to show you how much is in there. Can you see? It's about a tablespoon, not even that, maybe a dessert spoon for the lot that I've put the bread into. So it's about a tablespoon. So if I want to grow some more tomorrow, I'm going to do 155. So 154. So into this, it's a bit less than a tablespoon. Into this, hang on, where is it? There. I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of water. I'm going to give it a really good stir. Try and get everything down off the sides. And then what I do with this stuff is when it picks off all in one go, hang on, it's not dry enough. When it flakes off all in one go, I have this bag here. This is all dried starter, so that if my starter ever dries, I can just rehydrate it. And I have got some that I put in the freezer as well, in an ice cube tray. So at some point I'll get that out and see if that works, how to keep it. So you can see it's like made like a really, it's just water now. It's just, let me scrape that bit off there. It just looks really watery. So I had about a tablespoon, and I was going to do the ratio of 1 tablespoon to 5 tablespoons of flour, and I've put only 4 tablespoons of water in there at the moment to see how that goes. So it's probably a bit more than 1. It's probably 2, 3. The reason why I'm saying it's that many is because it's heaped at one end, and when you do a tablespoon, it's supposed to be flat. So I'm just mixing it round in the jar. It's got a bit stiff, so I'm just going to add a bit more water to it. It's quite stiff. I don't know if you can see. Right, that's too stiff. So I'm going to put some more water in it. It's quite a hard thing to mix when you're trying to do it a bit in a small jar, which is why I quite like using a big jar. Still looks, at this point, to me, that's still not mixed enough. clumps of flour in there. It's supposed to look a bit like a thick pancake batter, but I find that description pretty subjective. So at the moment there, that wouldn't pour into a pan and make a pancake. It would kind of gloop. So I'm just going to add the tiniest bit more of water. Just a plink. A plink of water, which is a me measurement. Just a plink. There we are. That looks better. Yeah. That looks better to me. So now look, that would pour. Yeah, that would pour into a pan. It looks kind of smooth and creamy. So what I'm going to do is take that off the knife, and I'm going to scrape down the sides of the jar. Now I already know this jar is going to be too small. Oh, poopsicles. Now what are you going to do? Hang on. Hang on, Hannah. I'm going to use the coffee mug that I brought up to your house for yours. So actually that'll be quite good. So I'm going to pour it in there. You can see what I mean, how it pours thickly. Look. And this ratio was a 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 tablespoon of starter to 1 tablespoon of flour. It wasn't that at all. It was a 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 tablespoon of starter, 5 tablespoons of flour, and about 4 and a half. So you just want it so it would pour. You don't want it stiff in a ball. You want it so it can pour, but you don't want it runny. So I'm going to mark it there where you can see it. Look. I'm going to put the time on it. It's 1:20. And it's a 1:55 or a 1:5. Yeah. So put the lid on it a bit skew with so it can breathe, and then I'll show you that later. I've gone from making 1 video today to 2. Oh, that's coming off. I'm going to put it in my bag. It's that easy. You don't want to put any wet stuff in the bag. Just going to scrape off the dry stuff into the bag. There we are. Don't want to waste any of it. By the way, keep this away from Zeus. Dogs can't eat this because it'll blow up inside them. Yeah. wonder if this big old clump here is dry inside. Yep. So get all these little bits. They're like gold, Hannah. They're gold. That bit on the lid, you see that bit on the lid is gooey, sticking to my finger. I wouldn't put that bit in. I'm going to have to wash this jar. I've got to say I washed this jar 2 days ago because I'm mixing it in the night. I mixed it a bit vigorously the other day. Put a bit too much flour in there and it rose above the lid of the jar, which isn't a problem because you can just wash it. But it's why this jar is great if I want to use it for discard and put it in the fridge, or when I want to put my starter in the fridge and not use it for a couple of days, I'll use this jar. Right. Just do a little clean. Just do a little clean up. Just do a little clean up. There we are. And if ever I wonder where all my spoons or measuring cups are, they generally all end up in the flour, but they're all clean, so it's all good. It's all good. Right, lid back on the flour. And I'll see you in a while.